People say, well, you really needed to be there. But trust me, you didn't. Just use your imagination and the lessons we learnt will resonate with you all. So on the 23rd of February, 13 of us gathered at Heathrow, or was it 12? All we had to do was get to Sweden together. Just so you know, any visit to Sweden involves lots of cream buns, cakes and coffee, fika. But anyway, we were doctors, nurses, therapists, senior NHS managers, true leaders. So 12, maybe 13 of us, boarded the Swedish Airways flight to Stockholm. But due to strong winds, our flight was delayed. We've meant to be getting a connecting flight at Stockholm to Jönköping. Will we make it? What's the plan? Nobody knows. And yes, I'm getting a nose job. But wait, the captain seems to be giving us a glimmer of hope, a vision. We could make that connection, and surely they'll wait for us. I mean, there are 12 of us, maybe 13. The small plane would be empty without us. Some of us bought into that dream. We could make that connecting flight. But wait, more news. If we missed our connection, apparently Swedish Airways will put us up in a 5-star hotel. Somebody, who shall remain nameless, bought into that new dream. But we all agree, no matter what, all 12 of us must stick together. Or were we 13? So, off the plane, it was like a scattergun going off. It was every man for himself. 3 of the party boarded a train. Was it the right one? Who knew? But it was a pleasant ride, apparently. Meanwhile, one of us, who shall remain nameless, sauntered along and gazed at the twinkling night lights of Stockholm, wondering where the 5-star hotel was and what time dinner was served. Meanwhile, the front runners forged ahead. Emma and Claire would throw themselves in front of that plane. We were so close we could touch it. Staff on the SAS desk watched with amusement as a bunch of weird Brits ran past. Why were they running in that direction? How strange. Because the plane left ages ago. The captain had radioed ahead to say we wouldn't make it. We were to get a flight to Gothenburg and a taxi to Jönköping. In the meantime, here were 12, not 13, meal vouchers. Time to eat. But where was Michael? Oh, and would we mind if a lady from New Zealand joined us? She too had missed the connecting flight. Oh dear, so did that make us 12, 13 or 14? Who cared? What does 900 kronor buy you in Stockholm Airport anyway? Let's all eat together. But, you guessed it, where's Michael? We boarded our plane. Wait, I recognise that air steward. This is the same plane and crew we flew with from Heathrow. Welcome back. We had done a whole circuit of the airport only to board the same plane that we had left earlier. Our cases had, unlike us, never left it. Our journey wasn't over. Our taxi at Gothenburg was in fact a very nice coach, but we were tired. Someone asked the coach driver where he was taking us. He replied, 2 options, Jönköping Airport or the railway station. They were the only 2 places he apparently knew in Jönköping. We needed him to take us to our hotel. We were working as a team now. We unleashed our secret weapon, Deborah. She proceeded to ground him down for an hour until he finally agreed that he did know where our hotel was, and yes, he would take us to it. But why was there a massive crack right across the windscreen, we were wondering? Hang on, what about our New Zealander? What was her name? She was stopping at a different hotel. But she'd made the mistake of going to sleep. Someone who shall remain nameless said she could get a taxi from our hotel to her. She'd be fine. How caring we were. So we finally arrived at the hotel. We'd missed dinner, but we didn't care. We silently checked in and went to our rooms. The New Zealander could wait to order her taxi. We agreed to meet for breakfast and finally concluded we were 12, and that when Himadri joined us the next day, we'd be 13. Over the next few days, as we attended the festival together and socialised, we reflected on our journey, and it slowly dawned on us the important analogy with our journey and the endless NHS reforms. We were sold a vision by our captain. It would be better. We trusted him. We believed him, but he already knew the reality. In pursuing the dream, some of us had taken a separate path, a train, believing it was the right way. The majority just put their heads down and forged ahead, never stopping to plan and agree where we were going. One of us, who shall remain nameless, bought into a completely different vision and went their own way. We didn't agree a common goal or work as a team. All that effort, excitement, the highs and lows, and at the end of it all, we all got back on the same plane, with the same top team, the same faces welcoming us back. They'd been expecting us, and all our personal baggage waiting for us. Sound familiar? But there are reasons to be optimistic. We were a different team to the one that had set off. We knew each other, we knew our strengths and our weaknesses. We cared about each other, and we had learnt lessons. We would do things differently. Somebody needed to take charge and lead us. We were a team now. We could do anything. We organised the trip to a hockey ice match. We ordered enough taxis. We managed to buy tickets. We found our seats. We arranged a change in time of our evening meal at the hotel. We had an additional people join us, and we didn't lose anyone. So, 13 of us gathered at Yongshipin Airport. We never did decide who was in charge, but we made sure everyone, even our New Zealander, had a buddy. Someone to make sure that we were okay and present. Liz was Michael's buddy. She never knew where he was, but she knew he'd be okay.